want to know the difference between the Merryfisher 695 and the 795. They're both parked side by side here at the Sanctuary Cove International Boat Show, and we're going to show you all the differences. Welcome back to the rudder. My name's Damien. We're here on a magical day at the Sanctuary Cove International Boat Show, and we've got the 695 and the 795 parked side by side. So we're going to have a jump on each and just show you what the differences are between these two extremely popular Jeanneau Merryfisher. Let's jump on board. Firstly, we're going to start with the 695, and as you would know it, this boat is 7.5 meters, basically 7 meters when you get all the other things on. It's a beam of 2.5, which means this is a very trailerable boat. And as you see it here today at the boat show, it's just a touch under $200,000. Let's jump on board first. Number one, this one's been finished off in teak. Always loving that. So the 695 max power is 200 horsepower. You do get more on your 795, of course. Jumping into the cockpit, and if you can see side by side, the cockpits of these boats are virtually identical. They're almost the same size. So this can come down. You do have a day bed here. You've got plenty of storage under the clever Merryfisher contraption where the seat can come forward to let the boats trim out of the water. Both the same on both vessels, and they've both been fitted out with a nice awning on the back. And crazily enough, both of these have the extra steel work to make them a very fitted up fishing vessel. So the takeaway is the 695 and the 795, the cockpits pretty much the same. Got it? The cockpit's pretty much the same size. 1, 2, we'll have a look at that when we get inside. Moving into the cabin, we do start to see some changes. Once again, for a trailer boat, and you can see on some of our other walkthroughs, extremely well fitted out. We've got a fridge here, we've got a burner, we've got a sink, we've got storage. We have the classic Jeanneau trickery of the movable seat for when you're traveling forward. And I've mucked up Brooke's lovely work here. And as always, in all the Merryfisher range, the dinette folds down to a lovely day bed. But there's a few differences. Just looking side by side, this area is a little shorter. So the space inside here, 1, 2, let's go have a look at that when we get next door to the 795. The driving positions are fairly much the same. So as I said, these vessels are fitted out with some of the best equipment you can buy right now. The Yamaha Helmmaster controller, big Garmin touchscreen, and the bow thruster you'll find on both of these vessels. And the one thing across all the Merryfisher range is just the light and air that you get, cross ventilation, very beautiful space. But you'll just note that the cabin in this is a little bit smaller than the 795, and that's basically where your differences are. Jumping down into the cabin. Now, this is a very popular question. If you've been having a look at our walkthrough, Brooke is a very average sized lady, and everyone was asking, I'm a big bloke, can I fit down here? I'm 6'2". Oh. And there's a windscreen there. I'm 6'2", so let's have a look. I know you shouldn't be doing this on a boat show, but we've got some special passes. Okay, and off I go to bed. There we go. My feet aren't touching. I can even go forward. There we go. Heaps of room. So you can sleep on here. And there is also the small head, which for me, I would have to crouch down to get into that. But really, your 795 and to your 695, the difference is in this inside area. The external areas are pretty much the same. All right, let's jump off and have a look next door. Skipping across to the 795, and we've gained an extra metre of length, but we've also gained some beam width. This is a heavier vessel, so you will need a dedicated tow vessel to really take this one around. And this version, as we see it at the show, is 241,000. Let's jump on board and have a look. We've jumped up an extra 50 horsepower. So that's the max rating for the 795. Once again, finished in teak, loving it. Ooh. So as I mentioned, the cockpit is fairly much the same, and you can see what's happened here. They've changed the configuration a bit. We've got the fold down seats here, and they've taken the storage bins out. But lengthwise, 1, 2, the cockpits are the same. Got your lazarette down there, plenty of room, the tables come out, so this looks like it's set up for a big day of fishing. That's what I reckon. Let's jump on board. And inside, we've gained a little bit more space. We've still got the fridge, we've still got the cooker, we've still got the sink, we've got plenty of storage room. And we have the fold down table that turns into the day bed. All this space is still there, but we've just added 1, 2, so we've got an extra half a metre inside here. All the kit, once again, pretty much the same helm position on both. You can see them side by side. So the helm positions are very similar. But as we step downstairs, we gain a few little extra tricks. So if we were driving, you've got a bit of a seat, got a bit of carpet here, and you've got a lovely place under here to store all your cushions. And depending on what you're doing, you can lock this away, or if you want more space and air down in the cabin, you can come down here. Once again, I'm 6'2", and here's where the other half a metre's come from. So this is easy sleeping. There's no crunching up. Also, while I'm down here, I just want to point out that there is also an insert here. So if Brooke was down here, she could probably lie through there and be a little bit squished up, but it's all fairly pleasant for me. We've got skylight here, we've got air coming in, we've got some extra storage. So essentially, the extra metre you get in the 795, I'd say you get half a metre in the cabin and you get half a metre in the living space. And with the whole range, you get a head, so a few of those amenities. These are fantastic day boats. Day tripping with family, for fishing, wonderful vessels. If you want to stay out a night or two, probably you're angling towards the 795, a little bit more comfort, but you can certainly do a night on the 695 if you really want to go away fishing and spend one night away. Let's jump out and finish up. One last thing before I finish up, and here's where you can really physically see the difference between the 795 to the 695 is on the bow. Both vessels have been fitted off with deck ladders, so you can run up to the beach and jump over the front, but you can literally, we can just see it. There's an extra metre right here between the two vessels. And also just have a look at how they're appointed on the roof. Got all the roof racks, we've got some rocket launchers on the 695, you've got the VHF, there's even a TV antenna on the 695, so everything is there to make these great little boats to get away for a weekend. I hope you enjoyed that comparison between the 695 and the 795. If you do want to get really in detail for both of these boats, we've done walkthroughs of both of them, so jump onto that and check it out. If you have more questions, jump on to your Jeanneau dealer close to you. If you're in Queensland, Australia, that's Northside Marine, who have been very friendly to us and given us the opportunity today on a fantastic day here at Sanctuary Cove International Boat Show. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time on the Rudder.